These seeds form part of a vast collection of over 1,000 different varieties belonging to Leeds University Natural History Museum. Throughout the 18th and early 19th century, botanists were most concerned with questions of taxonomy, how we group species and varieties of plants together. These seeds would therefore be invaluable in looking to compare and contrast plants and find their similarities and differences. However, towards the end of the 19th century, botany underwent some pretty extreme changes. Scientists began to turn their attention towards questions of physiology, how plants develop, and laboratory-based research became particularly important. The seeds are alphabetized and cover a range of dates from 1896 to well into the 1940s. They were not kept in boxes such as these, but in specially designed cabinets and trays, which allowed for each variety to be scanned over and searched through quickly. Some of the most exotic include mandarin seeds from Egypt and a variety of Bauhinia galpini, otherwise known as Pride of the Cape, from South Africa. At some point in the 20th century, Leeds University established a botanical and experimental garden which has only very recently been closed. With such a valuable resource on hand, there is every chance that some of these varieties, not common to Britain, could have been grown and studied for their physiological processes. Leeds was amongst the first to recognise this new research focus and did so by creating a chair of botany in 1907, a position offered by only a dozen or so universities at the time. The first to hold this position was Vernon Herbert Blackman, a man now most widely remembered for his investigations of plant development, in particular how one plant can fertilise another and produce offspring. In these investigations, large collections such as these are particularly valuable in demonstrating the vast array of structures that can be found in nature. They are also important as precursors to the early 20th century seed banks, where botanists now attempt to maintain and exploit plant genetic diversity. How each of these samples came to Leeds would make a fascinating story. It's hoped by bringing these collections out of hiding, this history can be rediscovered.